Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Mike King. I'm the Director of Inbound Marketing here at iAcquire, and today we are doing the first installment of Cliff Notes Tuesdays. We're going to talk about a book called Inbound Marketing, Get Found Using Google, Social Media, and Blogs by the guys at HubSpot, Brian Halligan and Dharmesh Shah. They kind of ushered in a new way of thinking with this book, and I think it's a good place to start. So we're going to start with chapter 1, and it's called Shopping Has Changed, Has Your Marketing? And essentially they go into why inbound marketing works, because people have fundamentally changed the way they go after buying things. They don't buy based on just ads anymore. They actually want to know and be an educated consumer before they spend their hard-earned money. So essentially people shop in different ways. Advertising is dying, and instead of just going after what they've seen on TV or heard about on the radio, they search for things. And they try to figure out what's the best thing out there. They'll search for best video camera or what have you before they go out there and make a purchase. They also look on the blogosphere. What have people written about? What have they said? What are the reviews that people have put out about a camera, for example? And they look at like buyer's guides and what have you, or they'll ask their friends in social media, or they'll just search around social media and see what's been shared about the best video camera. And they use the 2008 Barack Obama presidential campaign as an example of inbound at work. And one of the reasons that they chose to go with inbound marketing rather than just going after advertising or direct mails because they couldn't afford it. They didn't have the money that Hillary Clinton had to spend on her campaign. So they're like, okay, let's focus on some other things. So they went with email. They built my.barackobama.com. They leveraged Facebook a lot. So there's actually a really good quote in here from one of the campaign strategists that ran the Obama campaign. He says, "The aim of our online campaign was to help individuals understand the values of Barack Obama and of our campaign, and then to make it as easy as possible for them to actively engage with the campaign's work." This right here is the very core of every inbound marketing campaign. You want to create content that is compelling and newsworthy and remarkable, and then put it in front of the people that want it when they want it, and then ultimately make it easy for them to share it with other people. So one of the other things they talk about in this chapter is John McCain's campaign, and his marketing strategist, or campaign strategist rather, mentioned that search marketing is a great equalizer. And anybody that's been in SEO or involved in SEO for a long time knows that that's what search is. It's a way that you can compete with any competitor regardless of how much money they're spending. Obviously, it's gotten a lot harder with brands crowding up the SERPs a lot more, and then the idea of domain crowding and such like that. But overall, it's still a lot easier to compete in search than it is in television advertising or something like that. And one of the other key things that they talked about as far as differentiators in the campaigns was that Obama had a good two-way conversation with his social media followers and such, whereas John McCain kind of just talked at people. And they showed some stats on Obama's campaign, at least stats that were relevant at the writing of this book. And it shows just how much better he was doing as far as his campaign. So Facebook, he had 5.8 million followers. Twitter, 450,000 followers. LinkedIn, 13,000 connections. YouTube, 21 million views. I mean, it speaks for itself. So that's pretty much all they talk about in this chapter. I mean, there is some to-dos that they put at the end of every chapter, but it's pretty simple. It says, keep reading this book for how-to advice. Visit BarackObama.com and get fired up to take your market by storm. I'm already fired up. You should be too. So I'll see you next Tuesday for chapter 2. And I hope you've enjoyed this. I would love to hear some feedback in the comments. If you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, see you next Tuesday.